Thank God this isn't one of those fucking retarded ass LFR groups that wants to put you in with like a group that's looking for someone for the last boss. Hate that shit. So then I gotta re-queue to fight the rest of them.
One major negative I'm noticing about Demon Hunter, though, other tanks cannot fucking hold threat.
Yeah. Why am I getting whispers?
From what?
Raid?
From
Whispers,
Raid.
I alone see your struggle. I alone hear your path. Focus on my voice, let the rest melt away. Is this flavor for like the Echo of Neltharion talking to me? Because if not, Nazoth is the fucking whisperer, and that motherfucker was whispering to me right now.
Oh shit, does the trinket give you whispers from shit?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's probably the cape, bro. It's probably the
Oh
Silent
yeah.
Star. I never looked down at my chat, and I just saw the whispers out of nowhere. What the fuck is that shit? My
It's
I ended up sacrificing one of my worms yesterday because I was impatient, just so I could upgrade my cloak to 441.
book is worth it though, man.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to upgrade it. Just gives me a slightly better infusion of primary stat. It doesn't really change the way that it's stolen. Like, it doesn't change the multiplier or anything, but the base amount of agility it gives me is higher on the proc. Dude, I swear to God, every time I'm in an LFR group, I don't even contribute to killing the trash. I don't even fight it. Like, when we raid, I go all out on the trash. But I kind of let these little guys do their thing. That way I can fucking annihilate and raid and not have to worry about asking an LFR group to fucking reset a boss for cooldowns.
Asking an LFR group to fucking do anything is like pulling teeth, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all this Demon Hunter AIDS just spreading everywhere. What a fucking moron. Drops an 18-second stun on a tank.
Has YTK been leveling that mage you was talking about? Have you seen him on?
I haven't seen him on, but I don't have him on my BNet.
I don't either. Starts out with Assault of the Zakali. People with interrupt alerts are so fucking cringe, dude. We get it. You know what an interrupt is. Very cool. Like, these are just people that have victim complexes and get fucking crybaby-ish about every time when someone claims no one's kicking in a fucking Mythic Plus dungeon. So they have to go out of their way to prove to strangers that they're playing the game they should, you know, the way they should be playing. Kind of weird, dude. You know what, Blizzard? Just go ahead and make it to where anything that spews a message into chat gets you auto-banned. Thanks. Push.
Those add-on, the reason those add-ons came out is, like, a few expansions ago, you had to run kick rotations on bosses,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not really the case anymore.
Frontal.
Right.
Like, you would have to take, like, on some bosses in Mythic, it would be like 6 people would have to be in the kick rotation. So then, like, it would say kick 1 and then name, and then when the guy did the kick, the next one would load and fucked up.
Break the door! Reach the Elder! Warriors! To me!
Frontal. Frontal.
We fall! Earth, take me! Sakali!
Frontal.
The wall! Magma, rise!
Nuke. Frontal.
Earth, take me! Crush them!
Frontal.
The weak burn!
Frontal.
Climb!
Frontal.
Ignara! To
Bloodlust.
The Inferno consumes all! All flame rages!
Frontal.
We're wiping
Spread.
on fucking LFR Assault of the Zakali.
Soak.
Yikes.
Sounds about right.
All who oppose the Sibelian, as my blood, I look to you to inherit. But know there are many who would steal your birthright. Even now, Jarden forces use the chaos to launch an assault. They must be stopped.
I will not yield any ground.
Right, I didn't even have anything buzzing rune or anything well fed, but I still topped out at 131k DPS. See if this warlock can keep up now that I'm actually buffed. I'm in the middle of something. Dude, can you fucking retards stop just pulling it? Holy fuck.
Frontal.
Ignara! Time to feed! The weak burn! Zakali warriors! Break the door! Reach the Elder!
Nuke.
Climb!
Frontal.
Yeah, now that I'm buffed, I'm doing 160k.
Take me! We fall! Warriors!
Frontal.
Earth, take me! We fall! Earth, take me!
Nuke. Frontal.
We fall!
I hate how this boss, every once in a while, it sounds like he yells.
Frontal.
Assault of the Ballers. Jesus.
Frontal.
Brother.
Frontal.
Magma, rise!
Nuke.
It's a fucking ad.
Frontal.
The whole point.
Crush them! Take me!
Damn, I just hit 200k on this fight.
Nuke.
That weapon kind of doing numbers.
Frontal.
We fall!
Frontal. Frontal.
The closest guy to me, I'm averaging at 190k right now. Closest guy to me is a monk at 111.
Consumes all!
I know I'm like 430 item level, but the warlock was close to me and he was 5 eye levels above me. And he's not even on the meters anymore. I don't know what happened to that guy.
Welcome
Hey,
to
fall over.
LFR.
Frontal. Spread. Soak. Frontal. Spread. Soak.
Man, in LFR, like, you gotta wonder how some of these people actually hit level 70.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what I'm saying. I don't get it. I'm needing everything I can. And I might actually win on the weapon. That'd be pretty funny if I did.
Their ranks are broken. We have won.
Because I don't need it. I just want it for Mog. That's why that one option's useless. The Mog option, no one rolls Mog if they can roll need on it. It works for like guilds and shit, but on this, where like I don't give a shit about anyone else, I'm rolling that shit.
I figure it's like the cost of consumables and repair
How did this elder
for
get past
carrying
our
LFR
lines?
people, you know?
This beast
Yeah.
was not in the attack. It was what they were hoping to free. It served as effective fuel for the crucible for millennia.
You were training this Jarden for your experiments?
Such a pity. Now we
Man,
must dispose of it
G-Bank's almost
before
at
the
1 million
conduits
gold, eh?
overload and destroy
Yeah,
us
it's pretty
all.
crazy.
millennia of torment ends. Destruction begins!
On LFR, do you is the whole thing like you don't have to stat like what am I trying to say here? Like for the second boss in the second wing of LFR, Rashok, can you stack them in LFR, the bombs, or can they still not be stacked? Like, is there a puddle
It
left
doesn't like you.
behind? Okay,
No,
then I don't care.
don't think you can still stack them, can you?
You can't stack them on top of each other. I mean, you can, but it still does a lot of damage. Right, so it'll wipe people that are low health. Or that are just bad. I mean, it's still better not to stack it.
I heard you. I just don't want to do anything about it. If it's a daddy long leg, then don't kill it. Yeah, then kill it.
Sounds like he has a spider.
Yeah, she said once in the bathroom. You already did a ready check, you fucking retard ass paladin, and then you do a 5-second ready check? What are you doing, dog?
Bloodlust.
Like you said, I don't understand how some of these dumb fucks ding. Like, I don't get it.
Sear flesh!
It's not difficult.
Yeah, but with the way they play at max level, you'd think it would be the most grueling fucking task for them.
Soap.
You'd think that shit would be, like, basically a hardcore run for them.
The volcano hungers.
Soak.
It's
The volcano hungers. Fire claims all.
Soak.
Melt.
This week's mythics are kind of aged.
You mean the affixes?
Yeah.
The volcano hungers.
It's worse than last week's, and I thought last week's was kind of annoying.
Fire claims all.
Frontal.
Spiteful and corporeal. These
Yeah.
are easy.
But whenever people don't fucking deal with the incorporeal and you do 100 damage, it doesn't help.
Mood.
Just bring a hunter into your party and.
I am a hunter, but
From
I
Oh, yeah.
only get
What
one
the-
trap, right?
Wait, hold on.
I can only
Hunters
use
fishing
one.
about this? What the fuck?
Can I not only use, is there not only one thing that I can do to get rid of that, and it's freezing trap, and there's two of them.
return
Yeah, but
to
you can do the ground slow trap thing too.
The what?
Forget what it's called. The one
There's
that
tongue
makes a
trap, but
giant
I-
ice sheet.
Was this all the dragons could muster?
I've like never used.
Aspects watch over you.
But I did get the weapon, funnily enough.
It wrecked.
I think it was something.
You know some noob is running in there with a fucking 400 item level weapon. You're like, mine now. Pay the carry tax.
I have two traps. One of them's freezing trap, and the other one's tar trap. Freezing trap is incapacitates the first enemy that approaches for 1 minute.
And the other one slows them, right?
Yeah, but I don't have two that incapacitate.
Can't you slow this stuff though?
That doesn't. Does that get rid of the casting?
I don't know.
Because it just sits in place, it doesn't move. It just sits in place and casts, and then weakens everybody.
guess you can do one. How many of them spawn?
2.
2? Just
It's
one per
tough.
person?
Yeah, but
What,
if
you can trap one and interrupt it?
yeah, but it immediately starts casting again. My interrupt is on a 24-second cooldown, and
How long is the cast on the thing?
5 seconds, I think.
On cast?
Or maybe 4 seconds, one or the other. No, it's nothing under 4 seconds. It's just another annoying thing to have to deal with.
As far as affixes go, that's relatively tame, man. Affixes, like, some of them just straight up murder you. Like,
Yeah. Spiteful is annoying on like on higher keys because the spiteful ticks can do like 40% of your health in one tick.
What is spiteful?
So ghosts come from the corpses of dead enemies. Like ads, and then they pursue a random player. I think Incorporeal is one of the new ones, but I think all that happens is it pops up and you can interrupt its weaken spell or something.
It weakens, and if you interrupt it, it immediately starts casting it again, and they last for like 20 seconds. The only way to stop it is to incapacitate it.
2, 1.
Yeah, so you use your incapacitates. Every class has some for the most part.
I only have one, but if I'm the only person doing it, then there's still another thing weakening the group. And like, swear to God, the people that do mythics, like even 13, 14 keys, are still just brain dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't do it.
So,
It's probably the same even higher up.
he's catching on quick, it seems.
Yeah. Just waiting to hear doing 20s and there's still brain dead fucking retards. And you're like fucking shaking your monitor, threatening God himself.
soak.
The volcano hungers.
As it goes high, as you do like higher and higher ship though, you'll notice there's less and less of them, but they're still there. They don't disappear.
Yeah, there's always some dumb fuck that's like, I haven't played in 2 weeks and kind of lost touch with the game, but I'm gonna go do a plus 23.
Soak.
Like, I'm not prepared for this at all, but I'm gonna try. Fuck it. And then they're the reason you go over by like 20 minutes and they get the drop at the end of the dungeon for whatever fucking reason. And then it makes you want to go fucking skin their child in front of them. Maybe I'm just a psychopath. I don't know. But murderous tendencies come out immediately.
I honestly think the way the drop system in Mythic Dungeons is really poorly designed and needs revamp.
I mean, it's rewarding, though. If you know what you're doing, if your whole team knows what you're doing and you have a group pug, everyone has like a 40, it's like, what, 40 or 50% drop chance on a 3 chest?
Yeah, but what I mean by that is it should be...
Dude, it's way too much loot as it is right now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You know Mythics used to be on a 1-week cooldown like Raid? Like, you could only do Mythics once a week.
Then what would you do? I mean, you just don't play the game at that point.
I mean, you still play the
Mythics
game.
were
What would
way
you do?
fucking harder.
You would raid, you do every single Mythic dungeon. You would do PvP, you would do World Quests. There's a lot to do besides just dungeon. World Quests were more impactful back in the day. Like I said, there's a lot you're not going to understand because you just haven't played the game as long as we have. So some things might seem redundant, but they're actually massive improvements still with the way things used to be. Or in some cases, very bad.
Is that instead of it just being random drop chance, say you can literally go 15 dungeons without ever getting anything. There's a chance that you just never get anything. It should be based off of how your last dungeon was. If you don't get anything for a long time, you have a higher chance than the other people in the thing to getting an item.
So they used to have this thing called personal loot, and they just got rid of it this expansion because people bitched about it for the last 5 expansions.
Yep. I actually like personal loot, but that's just me.
Which is the method that you're saying.
Well, honestly, Bear, I think it's more so like it wasn't the community at like mass. I feel like it was more so like top end guilds were like, we can't we can't loot cancel anything the way this is. And Blizzard was like, yeah, all right.
Soap.
Well,
You know what I
man,
mean?
that's how it was though. Like for top end progression, you have to choose who gets what. Like,
Yeah,
are you gonna build your
absolutely.
tanks first, your DPS, or your healers? And that completely fucked it. It was like, oh, sweet.
Yeah, now just any
Volunteer
fucking
with the
shitter
healers.
gets loot. Thanks for playing. And that's how the casual fan base would honestly rather have it, I think, instead of having loot council. Because they don't understand it. They'd rather blame gear on why they can't do damage instead of just them sucking. Meanwhile, Mag is doing like 80k damage without his tier set. Just fucking ass with literally no good drops.
Cannot be extinguished.
Hopefully Mag gets his 4 set and we'll have all that extra raid damage coming up for more heroic prog.
Oh man, if Meg gets his 4-piece like today, that's gonna be massive.
Yep.
I hope we get some beacons in the guild though. Like,
Yeah.
From either or, because that's just free damage. Where even
Yeah.
if a shitty person gets a beacon, it's good.
Yeah, I'm hoping I do these heroic dungeons here in a minute and I just get something cranked.
Heroics.
Just greed rolling on
Oh,
everything.
the time walkings? Or...
Yeah. Or yeah, the time walkings is what I meant.
Man, a little disappointed it only gives normal stuff though. It's the mythic dungeon one that gives the heroic piece.
Well, no, what I'm saying though is the time walkings could give me a champion variant of the DBD or a beacon. So I mean, I'd do both of them honestly if they both reward vault or Aberrus stuff. Then I'm doing both today probably to try and just up my chances of getting it. All right, we're going. This is Skarn. I will tag the trash and then run out of the pack and watch you guys do it. Okay, go ahead. Go, sweetie. You're doing great. Yeah, this fucking Fury Warrior is 431 and he's 15k below me on single target. That's a fucking yikes type moment. Flash Heart 427 makes sense why he's down there. What about the other? He's only 420 and he's below that guy only by 1,000. That's kind of weird. There's one monk at 410, another at 420, and the one at 410 is only 2,000 below the guy at 420.
Some of it makes no sense.
Yeah. I love LFR. Probably just run Glaive Tempest when I do these time walking dungeons. Or actually, no, doesn't time walking scale you down so you're not necessarily doing your full damage you would do at 70, right? So I might just stay LFR. Or, not LFR, I meant left-right build. Because if I'm scaled down and I'm doing damage relevant to the expansion, then theoretically left-right will still do enough damage to where things are staying alive long enough to warrant running a dot-based build.
The biggest thing you can do for time walking is throw on your Heart of Azeroth and any old socket gear.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, I guess you don't have the glaives, so you can't throw those on. But any of that old stuff.
The reason I asked if YTK was leveling is because he said that he asked me if I was getting on right when I woke up, like when I was hopping on for my choice or whatever. And I was like, well, I'm gonna work, but I'll be on later if you want to level up your mage. And he said okay, and then I ain't seen him, so hopefully he gets on and levels that bitch, because right now this week's like the best time for it. Fire hot, fire burn. Fire very bad, scary. Don't like it.
You
There
were
we
about to
go.
start singing Godzilla for a second there.
No, people are talking in caveman because we have a really fucking stupid ass raid group.
Oh.
So
The
we're all talking
toxicity
in.
comes out.
Yeah, we're all talking in caveman. Fire very bad, scary, hurt more. Hurt much. Fire hurt real bad. No fire. Scary fire. And then put Oonga Boonga. The DK said thunderbolts and lightning. Very, very frightening me.
I like it. He chose to go the queen route.
Boss set trap. But trap no good. Hurt you.
So what are your guys' thoughts on celery? Yay or nay?
No. Just no, really. Celery is such like a dog shit fucking food that they throw it in as like a side dish to things that are actually good. So like chicken wings. They're like, would you like blue ranch and celery? No, I fucking wouldn't, you fucking idiot. And then not only that, but they give kids, you know, peanut butter, which is really good. And they're like, don't you want to eat it with this flavorless fucking stock of vegetable? Doesn't that sound good? No. You know what does sound good? A fucking peanut butter sandwich. Or peanut butter with crackers, Ritz, fucking saltines, I don't care. But celery, dog? God was really fucking around with that one. He said, let's see these white dipshits consume this shit on a daily basis.
1.
Time to analyze your threshold.
He cracked that shit up in a fucking pot out back in heaven and said, them crackers gonna love this one.
So I do like it for the crunch factor. Like with wings, I do enjoy celery and carrots, just as like a, you know, something crunchy. Because otherwise you're just eating soft.
Right.
The celery and peanut butter thing, not a fan of that.
Golems, your assistance
I don't know what else celery goes into. Some juices, but I mean, does celery have a taste? It's just a crunch. The best green is probably broccoli.
Can you adapt to new hazards?
Not.
I think my favorite green is just lettuce. You can do so much more with salad.
Broccoli is worse than fucking celery.
At least you didn't say Brussels sprouts.
Analysis should prove terminal.
I enjoy Brussels sprouts if they're cooked correctly.
Never
they're
liked
not-
Brussels. What were you saying if they're not what?
Can you adapt to new
Oh, if they're not
hazards?
cooked correctly, they're fucking horrid.
Not.
Studying your resilience to extreme temperatures. Golems, your assistance is required. Can you adapt to new hazards?
Not.
Studying your resilience to extreme temperatures.
I'm guessing your guys' heaters for your houses are turned off now, right? Like your
Yeah.
furnaces and whatnot.
Yeah, I have my AC on right now.
My furnace is on today. Because it's 10 degrees outside.
Yeah, you do be in Canada. It is cold, eh?
Can you adapt to new hazards?
I was like thinking earlier today, right? Like, let's say the States and Russia has an all-out nuclear war.
Mm-hmm.
And in a case of every nuke being launched between those two countries, we'll have nuclear winter for about 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Would that actually affect Canada, though? Like, what would change?
Yeah,
Like,
because nuclear half-life's really long, and those particles can travel. I'd say you'd probably be pretty affected by it. I mean, sure, like, they wouldn't travel insanely far, but that shit in the atmosphere could probably wreak havoc eventually. Enough so to where, like, you wouldn't be able to go outside more than, like, absolutely necessary.
Yeah, it'd be a few years of just shit, but once it lands on the ground, it's relatively quick to get rid of, like 3 to 5 years kind of situation.
Right.
But, like, let's say that 3 years of nuclear winter, the overall global temperature, let's say it drops 10 degrees, we won't notice a fucking difference up here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, well, it's cold. Well, it's fucking cold before.
Right. Wasn't like a nuclear winter, isn't it supposed to be like drastically cold? Like not just regular cold, like really fucking cold?
I think if every nuke gets launched, it's 9 or 10 degrees.
To extreme temperatures. Golems, your assistance is required.
Oh, we can Google this.
I'm sure some doomsday fucker knows every single answer.
Can you adapt to new hazards?
And there's the kill. LFR boots. There's no... I rolled 28 on the boots. I'm definitely not getting those boots. But they look cool. I definitely want the MOG, but I'm not getting it. GG's.
Oh shit, I was wrong. Temperatures would go down 15 degrees if everything was launched.
Oh, that ain't happening. So I guess I will actually go do my Black Temple attempt. Since I didn't get to do it before.
Humans have survived nuclear winters before, though.
And the only instance we have of a legitimate, like, large nuclear bomb is Hiroshima.
No, but a volcano blowing up caused a nuclear winter once.
Oh.
Like, while humans were around.
Bigwig's Burning Crusade add-on is missing. What will I do? I won't know how to do the bosses.
Then, how crazy is it that we're afraid of nukes, but, like, volcanoes, like, some volcanoes on the planet make nukes look like nothing?
Probably the fact that you can launch it and it can go anywhere within, like, you know, 10 minutes and kill a vast amount of people, to where, like, if you die to a volcano, like, humanity gets to look at you and be like, haha, you're fucking retarded. You chose out of anywhere you could live in the world. You decided to live right next to where the earth can take a shit on you. And it's more comical. Because every time someone gets, like, a region has a volcano that goes off, it's like I'm supposed to feel bad for the 20,000 retards that decided they wanted to shack up right next to the dormant, like, volcano And it's always named like the craziest, most terrifying shit. Like, oh, we live in Honolulu and we live right next to the Great Demon. It's never went off though, don't worry. And then 2 years later, it kills like 30,000 people.
Man, we can't comment though. Like, we have Yellowstone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that wouldn't touch me. That would touch you a little bit, probably.
That'll affect us for sure up here.
Yeah.
What else? We have Mount St. Helens. That one popped off in the 80s or 90s, I think. That was in Washington.
Sure. That was before me.
I wasn't business or pleasure.
I really wish, like, Darkness for Demon Hunters would get a defensive rework. And the fact that, like, at the moment, the only two options to really change up Darkness is to A, make the cooldown go down by, like, I think a minute or 2 minutes. Or you can choose the talent that makes it longer by 3 seconds when you place it down. But how I would want Darkness is give it the ability to where a player can be selfish, and Darkness is just basically a better version of Blur that you can use both at the same time. That'd be really nice. Like, I could go into a Mythic Plus dungeon, pop my Blur, and then if I still needed a defensive, I could pop Darkness, and it would, like, envelop my character and not the raid. Maybe turn you into, like, a walking shadow type thing. Or, you know, maybe they just do what they're supposed to, like what they're doing with all these other classes, and with all the other class redesigns, we get one that allows us to take fucking nether walking and all of our damage talents. You know, because every other class seems to be able to take a fucking immunity and have their best damage, but they don't want us to for whatever reason.
Probably because you guys have Darkness.
Well, yeah, but Darkness is nothing compared to a turtle or a nether walk when you're in a 25, where there is a dot or something that will just fucking kill a demon hunter because they don't have an immunity. Meanwhile, the paladin, the hunter, etc., can just press a button and fully immune an attack. Darkness on a tick-based attack only gives you a 20% chance to fully dodge a single tick. And then you're just taking the other ticks. So if you win the tick lottery, cool. If you don't, then, well, you're fucking dead. They should place Darkness and Netherwalking on the same part of the tree to where you can take either both or take one without a damage loss. Because at the moment where Netherwalking is, it is completely untakeable. Because to take it, we would have to give up any one of our big damage abilities. And it just, I think just taking 1 point off of something and putting it into Netherwalking, from what they've said in the Theory Crafting channel, is a 10% damage loss just to take our immunity, to where no other class has to do that. Just stupid. It makes it to where pushing higher keys for us means the healer has to explicitly focus on us because we just can't take the talent. Especially in a hierarchy where things have to die quickly because everything's harder to kill and you have relatively the same amount of time to kill it. Just the time.
Holy shit, the price on this Shadowflame shit has come down massively. They went from like 35k to 16k.
Yeah, because it's only good for certain classes to have, right? I mean, I know Demon Hunters switch, or Demon Hunters are still just Sophic tier 3. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of classes that still stay. I think the only way that you're switching to that is if you don't want to have to recraft the Flaring Cowl at 4 or 47, and you want your weapons to be able to do the fire damage, right? That's like the only time you'd switch.
That's what most people do it for.
Yeah. I laugh in Demon Hunter.
Yeah, you don't ever have to worry about that as a Demon Hunter, since you
No.
do all types.
Yeah, chaos damage is wild. It's awesome in PvP because some classes have like different immunities. Like they'll have an immunity to fire damage during certain abilities or whatever. Maybe not fire damage, but like just giving an example. And then with chaos, you know, doing all types of damage, it just, no matter what, your attacks are gonna hit. At least on Sinful Brand anyway. Or not Sinful Brand, fucking, what's it called? Soul Rend.
You're a bomb.
Yes.
Today, justice will be done. It is finished. You are beaten.
Oh shit, 2 more legendaries just got made.
What? What do you mean? Like the
Evoker weapon.
Is there like an event in Valdrakken when that happens, or what?
Yep.
What happens?
So, a shout goes out here. I can stream it.
He is right. I feel
I'm so tired of getting these shards of Azanoth and not the fucking Warglaive, man.
farewell, champions.
So you get this down here.
Oh. Yeah, I saw that earlier and I didn't even read it. I just remember seeing the Unbound Legacy is formed and I like ignored the shit out of it. Goodbye.
Oops.
Welcome back.
Huh. we have an applicant. We have a 420 Shadow Priest applying named second.
Okay.
Should I throw this guy an invite?
When you say applying, what do you mean? To the guild?
Yeah, so if you click on roster, you can click under applicants. You should be able to see it as officer rank.
Yeah, I see it now. Applicant's name second. Shadow Priest. Let's look up his IO. See, Raider IO. Second. Warm Rest Accord. Okay, what are we working with here?
The fact that he's 420 means he's at least put in some effort. I was just seeing if JD had even logged in today.
Right.
Show up line. 7 hours.
Hello everyone, my name is Nagura, and today I'm
Man, this is an old character.
I'm like trying to get Raider IO must be like clogged up because of reset day, but like it's taking so long to load this guy's page. Like I can't even get in. Oh, finally, dude. He's done 5 out of 9 Aberrus with, like 5 out of 9 normal Aberrus with no heroic prog. Last season he had 2,500 IO, almost 26, off by 5 points, so that's not bad. He did the 2 bosses in Vault, so he's at least used to some mythic fights, albeit the insanely easy ones. This season he has done 9 keystones total.
And he's full enchanted. Yes, he is. See his previous raid experience. Shadowlands, 9 out of 10 heroic. Fuck it, I'm gonna throw this guy an invite. Worst case scenario, he sucks and he can just be a regular ass member or get the
It
fuck
does
out.
say he's in a guild called the Argulant Vanguard. Can you apply to guilds when you're in one? Or do you think he left and applied?
No, you could. I think you can apply. Not 100% sure. He did 2 out of 8 mythic for Vault.
I will
so...
do my duty.
Yeah, but I mean, I honestly don't think that's like the most crowning achievement. You know what I mean?
Well, no. When you factor in that he's 8 out of 8 heroic and he was 2,500 plus last tier, like.
Where do you see 8 out of 8 heroic?
I popped up his arm.
Oh, I see it. I see it now. It shows it now. I had to click. Or no, that's for his guild. Yeah, all it shows on Raider IO is the 2 out of 8, so the armory probably shows it only. But yeah, I mean, that's good. If he was 8 out of 8 heroic, that means he killed Razagath on heroic. So, yeah.
Raider IO is taking too long, so I just popped up his armory. Man, he's done 16, 14, 14, 13, 10, 7. Hasn't done Halls of Infusion or here at all yet.
Okay, dungeon finder. Random time walking dungeon, Kata. 4-minute queue time.
Man, I'm thinking of getting this Spore Cloak made. It's only,
Why,
like,
just for
5 days to make it.
survivability?
Oh no, like, I'm still using my Lariat right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have good healing embellishments. I could go for the Mastery one, I guess. Healing darts lick nuts, but... Fuck, I'm gonna have to run some 16s this week.
Oh, I have just the thing, Wanderer. I have many, many wares.
Need to get that fucking add-on again that lets me delete things without typing delete. Easy delete confirm. Yes.
Just make sure you don't fill up your hard drive.
What?
Just make sure you don't fill up your hard drive.
No, 200 gigs free ain't happening.
I have many lucky doos. You like?
There's the Q pop. Time for some time walking. Hee hee hee. I'm getting a rep with Orgrimmar since I'm in older dungeon. Very cool. Had this Orgrimmar tabard on for a fucking while.
If you, so it doesn't take long to max out your city reps doing it this way. If you're not max rep with the like Undercity and all that shit, just grab the tabards and time walk the shit out of it. It won't take you that many dungeons since everything you kill counts.
Yeah.
Meddlesome gnats! Using us, defeated so easy.
The Cataclysm. Man, you would have fucking loved that pre-launch event. Deathwing would go to random zones and just like light the entire zone on fire and just kill everyone in the zone.
That's badass.
And there was like nothing you could do about it. Like you would see him coming, people would try and like fly away and shit, but you just couldn't.
You have interfered with our plans for the last time, mortal. Take arms, minions. Rise from the icy depths. Destroy these intruders. Leave them for the great dark beyond!
Is this fucking lift coming? Oh yeah, there it is. Oh.
useless assistance, I assume. As I purify these waters, the servants of filth will surely be stirred. Beware. Patience, guests. The waters are nearly cleansed. The beast has returned. It must not pollute my waters. Ah, their filthiness stains me. My waters are cleansed. Drink in their power. Behold the power of pure water.
Dude, that actually used to be a really fun dungeon.
Yeah.
So that last boss that you did? No, sorry, the second boss you would have done. He spawns this ad, and it mind controls the person that it's on, right?
Uh-huh.
And that mind control was not fucking around. Like, if you had a cooldown up, it would fucking pop all your shit and just murk the healer, right? So
Mhm.
you actually had to, it was like fighting a human, essentially. So you actually had to be on it. Or you could cheese it by popping all your cooldowns before that phase happened. And if the healer got mind controlled, it would pop healing cooldowns on the boss, including Lust.
Boss Drogo not gonna be happy about this. Stand still, or I'll crack your skulls! Stand
Whoa.
still, or I'll crack your skulls!
The skull cracker. Oh, I didn't see it. It's an instant cast? It said instant? So he just does that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Raz, smash!
Thank you. uh, Is there a point to getting like exalted with Orgrimmar, for example? Like, what do you even get from that that's relevant?
You get an extra hearth. You get a cloak that can teleport you to Orgrimmar from wherever.
I have 3 of those already from the guild.
Oh, you can go to the Orgrimmar Quartermaster and see. Like, it gives pets
Okay.
and other shit as well.
Yeah, I'll have to look.
I don't remember what everything is. I did it like years ago.
Heretics, you will suffer.
Oh, you also get a 10% discount on anything you buy in Orgrimmar.
Gotcha.
Bask in his power. Rise as an agent of the Master's rage. For the Master, I die 1,000 times. 1,000!
Smash!
That's pretty sick.
Bodies to test my armaments upon!
You have to kill all this boss's ads or something? Why is he not taking damage? There we go. Now he's taking damage.
Which boss?
Merely an impurity in the compound.
Oh, now we dead. You're definitely dead. Yep. Yeah, the tank, I guess for Steelbender, the point is that the tank needs to dip the boss into the fire and then take him out right away. Otherwise, he gets like a huge buff and just fucks shit up.
Dip and fire. Oh, you're in a different dungeon.
I got a BOE dagger. Looks kind of cool, I guess.
What item level?
81.
Kind of hoping it would have given like current shit like 400.
No, it only works that way with the time locking raids, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like semi high level stuff, like not really super high, but like current enough to where you could use it.
It gave the same item level as normal raid, I believe.
Bodies to test my feel the burn. Feel the burn.
Oh, he's dead. Cool. Heat shielded tunic. Well, I got a 385 there, but I'm not going to use it. Just a mog that I get to have now for free. Can you go this way? Oh. Neat.